they still gotta play us. Let's go, baby. Woo!
Hey, don't run that ball on the one hover, showed you how that go down. Feeling like Santino, tell him we want all the smoke now. We ain't snooping that commercial, we don't put no smoke down. Plus we back and you can't hide, so it ain't nowhere safe to go now. We always gon' turn up in that jungle every time. How we ain't gon' win when we loaded in with 9? Plus T just came in signed, so the city gon' be fine. Jamar say he open every time and he ain't never lied. Look at how we win at it, the size of the old line. Giving Burrow extra time should be a federal crime. Hey, we right back on that path again. Put the division back to the test, they won't pass again. Orlando and Trent Brown, that's the Tower Twins. Feel like we only getting better as we stacking wins.
And we stacking.
Giuseppe in for 6, that's a gritty again. AFC North battles getting gritty again. It's Yoshi's second year and we just brought Burton in. Vaughn back to ring some bells, get the cracking again.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunable. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of some of the best barbecue around. That's right, it's Midwest's best barbecue. If you have not get out there, get you some Dillinator wings, some CTB wings, some Uno wings. Tell Tim and Nicole Ice sent you. Also, show is brought to you by Meyer Windows and Doors. Check them out at www.meyercincinnati.com for all your windows and doors needs. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in your house. And my West Side peeps, go check out Hail Mary's. It's your ticket to the game right in the heart of Shivian. Free parking, big ass TV screen, beer specials, and food trucks. Again, tell them I sent you. And tomorrow night, I said we're going to celebrate a Bengals win. Let's go celebrate the Reds hiring Terry Francona. Either way, come on down to the Moorline Lager House. I'll do my live show there from 6 to 8. Happy hour starts at 3, goes all the way to 9. That means $5 draft, house wines, well drinks, and $2 off appetizers. And for the next Bengals home game, get your tickets for the Mercedes-Benz of Fort Mitchell Club at Moorline Lager House, the pregame experience. It starts 3 hours before every football game. We had a blast there this past Sunday. It's only $75. It's open bar. I mean, if you go walk around the banks and hang out there, you're going to spend, I don't know, $75 on 4 drinks. You can get mixed drinks, beers, whatever you want. And you have a buffet. So again, check it out. It is Mercedes-Benz of Fort Mitchell at Moorline Lager House, the pregame experience. You can get all the info and ticket availability on Moorline's websites. Hey, what's up there, everybody in the chat? We got Brandon, the Stranger in there, Paul's in there, Michael, Tony Blades in there, Mason, Rebecca, Rockin' Bengal, and I think that's everybody. So, welcome to the show. All right, so this did not go the way we wanted at all. I said I would be very pissed if we were not, 3-1. We're 1-4. I'm not very happy. It sucks. Also, do me a favor, for all of you out there, if you pray or believe in praying, please pray for my family in Florida. There is a big-ass hurricane coming directly for them. Unless it moves, but it's going to hit them. They're right there in Tampa Bay area. So do me a favor. I'm hoping they'll leave and come up here. But keep them in your thoughts and prayers, please. Because, like I said, hey, we lost a football game. It sucks. But you know what? There's other things going on in the world other than sports. And that's coming from me, who I love sports. I do. I love it. It's awesome. But, just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. All right, so let's get to the man who has been fighting on Twitter with everybody, like he always does, representing Houday Nation. He's the man. He's the myth. He's the legend. He's the Bengals captain. Cap, what is up? You okay?
No, I'm not good. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's worse. The loss sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, I challenge anyone to tell me how you take a loss harder than I do. And that's not because I take it the hardest. There are a group of us at the top of the pain scale that it's a large group. It hurts. And then I got to deal with this today.
I mean, usually I'm happy-go-lucky and everything, and I've been struggling. I'll be honest. I call this Bengals therapy. I mean, I'm wearing red stuff today because I'm happy the Reds hired Terry Francona. I mean, I think that's the most excited I've been about a Reds manager hire since probably Dusty Baker. So I love that. That was nice to watch that at 10 a.m. this morning. But then we'll go back to, I kept saying it last night. I was talking to you on the phone, like, dude, we're 1-4. We're 1-4. Like, how the hell are we 1-4? I'm like, and every loss that we've had, it's been within one score. If the defense or the play calling or whatever the hell you want to say goes a little different, we win the damn game. I mean, if Joe Burrow does 30 interception, we're going to go up by 3 scores, and he's going to throw over 400 yards. It's just like, and then if he could just hold the ball and for the snap, Evan's going to make it, and we can't. It's just, and then I got to deal with this damn hurricane going through Florida, so I'm like, holy crap! And I got people that I'm not going to name names around, or that live around me that are bugging the crap out of me about the Bears winning, which I could give 2 craps less about the Bears winning. And they keep trolling me about the Bears when it's the neighbor of mine. And I was like, I don't care. I don't know. It's just been piled on one after another, and after I was in a good mood until like right before the show started. But now it's.
Advice to everybody though, because sometimes you it's good to be not in a good mood. Like sometimes you can't.
I try. I do try, but this one sucks.
I try too, and what people don't realize is it's work. Hey, Kevin, it's work. I mean, if you're born just optimistic and positive, fantastic. It's almost funny to me because of the drama that I get and the things that people think about me. Like, I wasn't born this way. Like, I used to be the realist, and that was my excuse for being negative. No.
I like people who are the realist to me, and there's nothing wrong with that if you want to be like that. But to me, they seem like they're always depressed. I like to look into the orange-colored sunglasses and everything. And let's we knew the defense was going to be a problem.
We knew that after the injuries.
Yeah,
but
going to season, I was worried about the run defense. I've said that before. I was worried about the run defense going into the season. I wasn't worried about the secondary, and it was. I mean, Lamar Jackson did Lamar Jackson things, but there were the guys were freaking wide open. It's like, are we covering anybody? What's going on? So it's just. It's frustrating. Yeah, now, like Michael said, now Dax is out for the season. He tore his ACL, so there's we just about get everybody healthy.
That game. We lost by 3, and Dax being out was brutal. Like if they would have lost one of their starters, it likely could have swung to our favor, even with all the mistakes.
Yeah,
so that was brutal.
I'll bring this up because I know everybody's blaming Zach and stuff. And look, me and Capper talked about this last night, and I said, look, if he at least tries to throw the ball and get at least get a chip shot, I said that at least do that. And you brought up a good point. It goes, but he still fumbled the snap or fumbled the hold. So even it didn't matter if it was closer.
To do with it.
Yeah, it wasn't the distance.
And this is what it drives me nuts. And I'll get through some comments here. It drives me nuts, but I also want people think about where you want to be, how you want to feel, because I'll admit I've been off all day. Forget Twitter and the abuse I've taken on Twitter. I mean, hey, if that's the worst thing that happens in my life is people say some mean stuff on social media, I am living the best life ever. I get it. But, aside from that, this has haunted me. I am not on the team. I don't get the paycheck. I mean, the guys, I know it's going to affect worse. And I'm usually so good about snapping out of it. And today, man, because we knew so much. So when I'm trying to talk to people, when I'm giving a viewpoint online that a lot of people have told me, a few people have told me I'm not allowed to have, it's hopefully to help, because when you think about it, there were people saying, I can't believe Zach would run 3 times in a row. He didn't.
Now it's come out he didn't, and everybody saw, and I think it was actually the second down. But yeah, everybody that doesn't know already, I don't know who doesn't know, but based on the comments on Twitter immediately after the loss, a lot of people don't know. Watch for him to do this. He's checking into the other play. There's going to be two plays. He's checking to the other play. Where I heard is it's a pretty good guess that you're usually going to have a run and you're usually going to have a pass. There's going to be that version to check into or out of. So if we run 3 times, it's usually a good guess that we could have also passed 3 times. People heard that like, oh, okay, well, what about the other 2 runs? Once again, what did we check into? What did we not check into? Oh, so then we moved the bar. Well, what about the personnel? Okay, so that forces the Ravens to prepare for run, and we catch them off guard with the pass to tight end. I don't know. I could be making stuff up, but it's not just that black and white. And then you go to the field goal. Everybody was like, why didn't we? Joe was cooking. We could have got closer for an easier field goal.
Or at least try to score a touchdown.
The distance was not a problem. The distance had nothing to do with it. If I could bet my retirement in order to get $20 billion, be with a boy instead, I would, and my retirement's, I'm in a good spot. I'd be willing to bet Money Mac drills that straight down the middle. Like, I'll literally say within a percentage of the middle, and we'd have walked off, and it would have been a win.
Andrew here says they iced the kicker by calling the timeout. The kick was the hold.
See,
it was the hold.
Andrew, I love you, Houday.
It was the hold.
But again, we upset ourselves by saying that, and then other people on social media start running with it, like, oh my God, we iced our own kicker how many times until I finally stopped, and I'm like, it wasn't the kick. Then everybody moved the goalpost. Oh, we iced the holder. I'm like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Like, we're trying so hard to just hate. I got to say, if you hate Zach, just hate Zach. Just hate his face. Just, like Step Brothers. Like, I don't know what it is about your face, but I just want to just punch you right in the suck hole. Like, whatever he said. Just hate him. Don't make stuff up. Just hate him. You're allowed to hate him. I'm not going to stop.
I'll put it this way. Everybody keeps saying that we're not blaming Zach. We're not blaming this. You know who I blame? The defense. It's the freaking defense. It's been the defense all year long. You score 38 points. Joe is 30. Was it? Oh, yeah, 30 of 39 for 390 yards, something like that. Your quarterback does that. Jamar Chase goes off, has a great game. You should win the game. You should win. They scored 40 on us, people.
41.
Oh, all right, 41. They scored 41 points on us. We should win the game. You got to be able to stop the team once, and we haven't been able to do that all year. That's the problem with this team. It's not play calling. It's not the offense. It's the defense. It's been the defense from day one. It's the defense. Look, even the first game against the Patriots, we lost by 6 points. Yes, we played terrible. We still, if we get one more stop, we win. Against the Commanders, if we can stop Jalen Daniels on that last touchdown drive, we win over and over and over again. If we don't get the pass interference call, or if we stop them before that against Kansas City, we win. Every single week, it's the defense. So that's it. That's what the problem is. It's not Zach. It's not Joe. It's not Jamar. It's the defense. You can't go out there and give up 30 fucking points every single week and go ahead and score 31, or score 31 points or 38 points, and then give up 41 and win. You can't. I mean, you can't. They got to figure out, and they've said that the defense team said this. They got to figure out how to make stops somehow, some way. They got to figure out how to make stops, and if they don't, we're gonna keep having this. That's it. Bottom line, that's what the problem is.
Hey, defense. Exactly. Hey, I'm gonna rip through some comments here. Of course, Rockin' Bengals still a Who Day for me too. But if you talk to certain people online, that's offensive to say, and people make fun of you. It's crazy. Jeremy Nolan, absolutely, totally our defense, and there are other comments later. But hey, good to meet you, Jeremy. I appreciate you introducing yourself. Thank you. Mason, take a shot every time the word execution settled in the show. That's my fault. I'll take ownership. I'm accountable, but it's the truth. If the team's not executing, that's on the head coach. If it continues happening, that's the thing. It doesn't continue happening. We went to the Super Bowl. We were some poor officiating and a just jacked up offensive line from going back. We should have won. We played well enough to win the first one, and then Joe gets hurt. So it's like we normally win most of our games. So execution is normally not a problem, but the biggest part of the execution right now is on the defense. That if you want to say that, that's going to be on Lou. I trust Lou to get things right, but something's wrong, and I don't exactly know what's going on. But hey, if you talk to NFL circles, it's not always on the head coach. Sometimes, eventually, though, the head coach will get the axe. I mean, you can point to whatever you want to point to, and eventually the time runs out, or the message gets stale. That's what happened with Marvin Lewis. The players got tired of hearing the message, and the message got stale, and then it was time to move on. People don't realize it was much Marvin Lewis leaving as it was the Bengals parting ways. Marvin Lewis shuttered his foundation a year before he left. He was already planning on leaving. A lot of people don't know that, but hey, we're going to tell a whole bunch of truths today. Oh man, I'm jealous. Thank God no alarm clock. Today was the day to hang out. I can't hear you, Jeff. What happened? I'll
there. My mic.
I was about to narrate you.
No,
Dang
my
it.
mic unplugged, and then I gotta mute myself. He was talking about the alarm clock that goes off for the timer at the beginning when I play that. I haven't gotten rid of that yet, so I just try to click it off before then. I want to get this over here with Anthony. He says, is it time to perhaps part ways with Lou? It seems like he hasn't adapted well with the departures of Bates and Bell. Bell's back. And even with Vaughn returning, it doesn't seem to be adjusting.
Oh, no.
I'll put it this way. There's something going on there. I mean, and it might be personnel. Maybe they got the guys they thought were going to be good aren't working. I mean, Von Bell. I love Von Bell. He's maybe a little slower. Geno Stone hasn't been as good as we thought he would be.
What are the tight ends? I retweeted. I can't remember who it was. I think it was one of the PFF guys, but they retweeted the Ravens in 12 personnel, like heavy personnel, and running 4 verts. And a tight end got wide open. I'm like, that shouldn't happen.
Right. That's there's so many guys running wide. Oh, and look, don't get me wrong. And I'm giving credit to Lamar. Lamar played good. The defense did what I wanted to do. They pretty much stopped the run except for the last one where Henry damn near took it to the house to win it, which killed me. But Lamar played good. I mean, when people talk about Sam Hubbard getting stiff arm, I'm like, Lamar Jackson does that to a lot of people. I mean, but also nobody's going to give Sam Hubbard credit for getting the safety, at the beginning of the game. So, I mean, everybody's stomping on Sam for that, but lots of people get stiff-armed by Lamar. He's pretty good at this stuff. And it's an unbelievable play he made. There's only a couple guys, Joe's one of them, that can make a play like that. So, I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your hat to them. They made a good play. But other times when they're running wide freaking open, it's over and over and over and over again. I mean, it's the defense.
Wide open.
Yeah, I mean,
holy cow.
The whole big problem with, you can say what you want. We should have threw it third down. We should have done this. We should have. The biggest problem with this team in general, the entire season, has been the defense. That has been the biggest problem. We've averaged 30 points the last, I think, 3 or 4 games. How many times? I know Zim's been chirping about this for years since we got Joe Burrow, that we need to be average 30 points. We need to be average 30 points. We are. And we're still losing. And the reason we're losing is because we're not stopping the other team. They score 40, we score 30, we're going to lose. I mean, it's that simple. And how do you fix it? I don't know. I'm not a defensive coordinator. Could it be, Duke Tobin should have done a better job in the offseason? I don't know. I was happy with what they did. I wanted them, except for one of the sign DJ Reader, but the running game defense was pretty good yesterday, so I can't complain about that. So it's just it's like they're in a dam. They're plugging one hole, then they're plugging this hole, then they're plugging that hole. You run out of fingers to plug holes in this dam.
Andrew Woods, Zach Taylor made it a little bit more clear for people who missed it today. He took blame for his part in the loss, which, I mean, it's already understood. Head coach can always do something different to get his guys
every time you lose.
Position. But,
yeah.
Where most fans won't ever say, well, the loss wasn't on Joe's single interception or the loss wasn't on Rico's single botch hold. The loss isn't going to be basically on one play call either. Nobody wants to blame Lou. They want to blame the players. I think a lot of people are on the fence. We don't know. Now, I don't know. I trust Lou. Lou, somebody said it on X. Lou didn't forget how to coach. And Lou is also the guy who came in heavy-handed. Like he was a talker, and he got in people's heads as far as what they need to do. So he's definitely not soft. But something's not working, and I'm sorry, but when I see vets not noticing a route and not reacting quickly enough, I worry about the player. But at the same time, what are we doing? Are we asking for help? What are we doing? Like, is there anything Lou can do? I trust Lou. I love Lou. Lou's a phenomenal coach. He's going to be a head coach one day. I'm just sitting here. I don't know enough. I don't know what's going on in the locker room. I don't know what's going on in the film room. Believe it or not, I don't know what's going on in this film room. We'll get to that later. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal.
One thing I hear, I Jeremy's coming. Oh, good. You got that one. Good.
Rebecca, yeah. Hey, when I get some of that money, I'm going to give you all of it. I promise you.
All right, now this one, he says, Burrow's stats definitely don't reflect our record. Look, if we had a winning record, Jackpot's in the talk for MVP.
I don't care. He still is. We're going to turn this around, and he's going to be in talks for MVP.
Yeah, I mean, look, Cap, the crazy thing, and this is the optimistic part of me coming out, I'm not giving up on the season. I mean, look, last year we were one game away from going to the playoffs without Joe Burrow. Yes, we got one. People, what's the point of watching the game if you don't want to see them? If you're, I don't know, I won't say actually rooting for them to lose, but you're kind of like, well, they're going to lose. Anyway, don't watch. If it's going to depress you and tick you off that, but don't watch. I mean, I'm going to watch, and if they lose, I'm going to be frustrated and irritated, but I don't think they're going to lose in New York. At least I hope they got the night.
I'm not saying anything anymore.
Yeah, I might have to stop that. I mean, I'll put it this way. Now, to toot my own horn, I did say Friday it was going to be a 3-point game either way. I say a 3-point win for the Bengals or a 3-point win for the Ravens, and I got that right. Unfortunately, we lost. So I was extremely confident going into this game, to be honest. I knew we could score on them. Our offense could score on anybody. You just gotta. We at least have to have an. Cap, you and me talked about this. We at least have to have an average defense. And we're not right now. And so that's why I keep going through. You guys can blame this, blame that, but it's the defense. It is the defense. That's it.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Silly.
That's
stupid, but.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to dumb it down for it, but everyone blame this guy, blame that guy, but it's the defense. If every game you've lost by one possession, it's the defense. And you're scoring 30 points in almost every game. It's the defense.
Mason talking about the runs. I don't care. They were audible. We were in heavy. You know what? I care because there were pass catchers in that formation. There were pass catchers in the personnel. And you know what? It was great when some people noted how many people were in and focused on stopping the run. Oh, my goodness. If there was a play action pass around any of that, that could have went off huge. We don't know. We really do not know. We don't know why there was a check to a run.
Hold on, Dusty. I am not mad. I am not mad at you guys at all. I asked us to vent, to promote his show on Twitter. He gets mad at people. I'm not mad. I'm mad that the Bengals lost. Okay, that's what I'm mad about. And I'm mad because our defense is the way it is. To me, it's pretty simple that it's the defense's fault. I mean, you guys want to be mad at Zach, you want to be mad at Joe, you want to be mad at Lou, you want to fire this guy. Fine, that's your prerogative. You can do that. I'm mad at the defense.
I'll stop reading through the comments just to pause on that because that's a good, and again, I feel like we've got to do a fine print on everything we say or I say, and it's like, okay, what do you mean Ice is mad at people? Like I feel like I can't respond. Like there are how many people I'm having great discussions with on social media about differences in opinion. A few of them, great people, just do not see it my way. I don't see it their way. But we're talking it out, not to come to any kind of conclusion. We're just talking.
Yes,
like,
Andrew.
That's what we do. That's what happens.
I think somebody should definitely be spanked over this for sure.
Exactly. So when Ice is sitting here saying that it's the defense,
it's the
defense. No one said that everybody that doesn't think it's just the defense is an idiot.
Yeah.
He's given his opinion.
Yeah.
I happen to share that opinion. I think it's the easy thing to look at. And if we fix it, we start winning all of our games. But
if we fix it,
we're mad.
If we fix it, we win every game. We win damn near every game. I mean, we might lose one or two, but we win almost all of them. So
when
it doesn't.
The catcher's report. Yeah, it's funny.
So it doesn't. So again, don't take it. If I get loud, sometimes I get loud, and I'm passionate about the Bengals. I'm passionate about sports, and like I saying, you guys are, like I said, I still believe in this team. It's going to be a hell of a fight to get to where we want them to go. I don't know if they're going to get there or not. I know I'm going to be there watching and rooting them on. Is all I'm saying.
Greg Lippert. Kick it on third down just in case there's a miscue like other teams do on a must-make kick. Dude. So here's the thing. So my personal belief, I don't mind. God, I can't say anything. I don't mind criticism of the team. AKA, it doesn't matter what I think. I'm saying that's a caveat. It doesn't matter what I think at all. I don't work for the team. But like it doesn't bother me if it's the fair criticism. The other criticism that's just crazy, unhinged, and I'm not talking about any of y'all, I just shake my head and move on. But I didn't think about this. And you know what? Greg's got a good point. If maybe, and obviously we didn't gain anything on third, maybe we should have looked at that because then botched hold, the only problem is then we'd have been kicking a little bit longer field goal, quite a bit longer field goal. And then we'd be going for it on fourth. But I wonder if they had a conversation about that. That is absolutely something.
I'm trying to give a shout out here to one of the. We'll try to give a shout out here to one of the Chiefs fans who follows me, and they were actually, they could have piled on me last night. They were actually very nice, and I've gotten so many. Go ahead, keep talking. I'll try to find it.
All good. Michael Madden, you think punter works on his holding in practice? They all do. And, I once again, I got a lot of flack for talking about don't count out Brad Robbins after Rico's first game, knowing Darren Simmons is going to look at the entire body of work. And people jumped all over me and said nasty stuff about Brad. I'm like, Brad worked his ass off to fix a lot of what went wrong last year. He did. He was having a good camp. It got unlucky to be injured.
He was trying to practice kickoffs. That's what's crazy.
Rico was just crushing every single punt. It's not just the punt, though. And somebody else said later, I'll shout you out when I get to it, but we can't hold it against Rico. Absolutely not. That dude may go his entire career without a bad hold. It just had to happen when it happened yesterday. And I got a little bit new mount. If y'all see my camera bounce around, I apologize. I'll try not to bang the desk too much.
Calm down. Don't get so excited.
Exactly.
Here it is. Here it is. All right. So Miguel Santa, I think that's what his name is. He said, I can't even troll you guys. I was watching that and getting frustrated. JB did everything he could do. And that, to me, I'm like, look, and that's...
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I do. I said, thanks. I said, I said, thanks, appreciate that. I'm still processing this whole thing. I'm shocked. I cannot believe we're 1-4, which I can't. I can't believe we're 1-4. So Miguel, if you're out there, I appreciate it. I know he's a Chiefs fan. We went back and forth a lot this past couple years, and that's the fun thing is when you can actually go back and forth and still be cordial about it. It can happen.
Anthony, giving thoughts on Blame Joe's contract extension? Nah, you know what? There were players available. I was on the side of understanding why the team might not want to throw money at DJ Reader, given the injury. Not saying I like it because I love DJ Reader. Rankins played well instead. But I'm freaking out. I'm in full freak out mode thinking, oh my God, we shouldn't have lost Bates. Oh my God, we shouldn't have I am full freak out mode. I'm trying to keep it composed and together. You all don't understand. Positive cap is a lot of work, and I am a mess inside. So I don't think Joe's contract has anything to do with it because look at the Chiefs. Honestly, I'm sorry, but the Chiefs defense deserves a lot more credit for those Super Bowl wins than they get because I don't think they get it done with or without Pat, without the defensive performances they had.
I'm curious about this one. Who they is? Mason said they blame everybody but Zach. Who's they? I hear a lot.
We'll get to that. Yeah, I've been reading through, which is not true. Joe was lights out. Jamar was, that dude is working for a record-breaking contract for quarterbacks for crying out loud. Like he bet on himself. I think he could have taken the contract because he said it was a fair. It showed their commitment, but he didn't go the extra. I feel like there was a little bit of I'm going to bet on myself and getting more money because it's coming. It's coming. I don't care who set the bar, and no, it's coming. Good on him. Keep it rolling, Chase, and we're going to pay it.
Here's one from Dustin. Geno Stone has been a horrible pickup. Free agent class this year. Brown done. Stone terrible. Bell cooked. Gesicki average. Gesicki's a little more than average. This just isn't good evaluation. I honestly, other than Gesicki, I really can't argue with any of that because Bell hasn't been good. Geno has not been. Geno we knew wasn't going to be a good tackler, but he hasn't been a ball hawk like we thought he was going to be. He hasn't.
Like Geno's just a year removed. Like I don't know what's going on there, and that's like I love Von Bell, the whole 24 jersey and everything. Hey, Yvonne, if you ever watch this, if I'm wrong,
we love you.
I'm sorry. I'll get stuff wrong because we don't know what's going on in the film room. We don't know what's going on with communication. We don't know a lot of things. The play that I saw where the tight end just basically blew past Von Bell like he was standing still, maybe there was a responsibility underneath. Someone missed. And when he realized it wasn't happening, he had to turn and burn. And that was as good as it gets. We don't know. It could be that it looks like Von Bell is at fault how many times, and it's never his fault. I'm throwing that out there. I just know I don't know that stuff, and I can only go on what I'm seeing. I'm like, that's not a good look. Dude ran past Von Bell like it was me out there.
You're standing still. Yeah.
So
I didn't hear this one. Andrew here says, did you hear Burrow's interception? The Ravens sideline was yelling slant. I didn't hear that. I did hear Jamar tell him he gave him a shit route, is what he did say last night. So Jamar was taking that on himself. So take that for what you want, but Jamar said it out of his own mouth last night. So
well, and like Humphrey bodied Jamar from the top of that when he cut in, and I don't know. I feel like it wasn't a slant; it was an in. I thought he ran.
Either way, I wish it wouldn't have happened.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I said, because I remember going. I'm looking at you, and maybe I jinxed it. Looking at my son chair, going, "Dude, we score here." I said, "That's up three possessions." I said, and he goes, "Well, if we score here," I said, "Joe goes over and they throw the ball. Joe goes over 400 yards." I'm like, holy crap! And I started getting excited because I'm like, all right, I get to go to Chris Canty. I get to go after all these guys. We're gonna win. And then he threw an interception, and what the shit? My God.
Yep. Dustin, problem we're smarter football fans. We have guys breaking down all 22 that didn't have that 15 years ago, so we know when they're going to be problems going into the season. We've been right. I got to admit, I disagree. We are more knowledgeable. We have more knowledgeable football fans than we did before because of the knowledge is more accessible. But I don't think we're necessarily super smart. We've got guys breaking down all 22, but there's a lot that they don't know. And I've heard this from NFL coaches because they've talked about years ago. I've talked about some specific breakdowns, and I've had coaches laugh like they messed it all up. They have no clue. Literally showed me the play on paper, and somebody ran the wrong route. Anybody worth their salt who's given that type of analysis will understand or admit they don't know what's going on in the play. They don't know the tips, the tricks. They don't know any. And I'll show you all that stuff in a second. Firsthand, you get to see some of the behind the scenes notes. They don't know that. But I'm not going to fault anybody for you're not going to give that little fine print. Just so you guys know, I don't know everything on this. Could have had. That would make for boring video. No one's doing that. It's just we as fans listen to that and we forget that what they don't know, and then we take it for gospel, and then we blame all the people who it's not their fault, and we don't know it, and nobody knows it, and then we get the fan base worked up. It's dangerous sometimes, but we tried. I mean, I do appreciate that we tried.
I'll put this up here for. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, Hubbard. Anyway, he's got to find a way to bring him down. Lamar's athletic as hell, but he's got to find a way to bring him down.
Yeah, but like I said, lots of people get stiff-armed by him. I mean, yes, I agree. He's got to find a way, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. A lot of people do that. All right, Dustin, now, are you talking about the defense here? Did you guys notice that routinely was late to get lined up? It's happened like a handful of times. Communication is still an issue with coaching. Are you talking about the defense, or because I don't think
he's got to be talking about the defense because the offense did, but that was on purpose because of the play clock. Like there was a point where
the one we got a flag on because the freaking referee wouldn't get out of the way. I'm like, what the hell is that?
I don't want to let that go. We still got to get to the bottom of that because Joe was literally like yelling at the referee behind him.
Right.
He's motioning like, look, the guy is standing over the ball. Like, what the? Right. Zach was livid. I was trying, as far away as we were, I was trying to read lips, but his face turned red. He was animated. He was pissed. And I don't blame him.
Defense. So, yeah,
okay.
Dustin, the whole defense wasn't good. I mean, communication, that's what Von Bell was supposed to fix.
God doesn't reward cowards. God doesn't care about the NFL. All right. That's just doesn't happen. I mean, he'll care about individual players, but no. That's
You mean me praying yesterday he wasn't listening? Me praying about it yesterday he wasn't listening.
Yeah. Let's see. Why can you blame Burrow but not give any to Zach?
Whoa.
Yeah, no one's blaming Burrow.
Hold on. Mason. We are the only fan base in America that's okay with 1-4. We have a losing head coach. He's terrible. Who is okay with being 1-4?
No, and terrible is just objectively false.
Yeah,
we're not the job like that if we find somebody else.
And I mean, it's like I'm not. Look, everyone else wants to fire Zach. Talk about his losing record, which still boggles my mind. He has a losing record. He went to the Super Bowl. He went to the AFC Championship game, and then he was over 500 last year.
We were like 0-11 the rookie year because he's playing with Marvin Lewis's.
Yeah, we had a terrible first year, and this year's not going good at all. And so, and the thing is, like, yes, Zach could take some blame because he's the head coach. Of course, he's going to take some blame. Of course, it all falls on him. But again, I keep saying this: that it's the freaking defense, people. It's not play call. It's not. It's the defense.
As bad as this year. So, you know, they made whatever moves they thought they needed to make. It sounded heavily like it was going to be a communication issue that got fixed. And I get it. A lot of defensive line injuries, but this feels too bad.
All right, Mason, rushing to Twitter to defend I hadn't even been on Twitter, dude.
I mean, he might be talking about me, but the thing is,
I
like,
stayed off
Nathan,
Twitter.
like we talk, we have discussions on Twitter. So people were immediately saying, "I can't believe Zach ran 3 times," when everyone else knew Zach called a pass. Burrow checked into the run on one of those. So just reminding people of the facts of what happened. People got really offended by that, which I'm sorry, I can't do anything about. I just love it when we take time to understand what's in front of us and we don't jump to conclusions. Hey, everybody's allowed to jump to conclusions. I corrected a few things. People lost their minds. All right, fine. Believe what you want to believe. We didn't call 3 passes in a row or 3 runs in a row. That's not the way it went down.
Look, the thing is, like, it shouldn't. My point to this whole thing is it shouldn't have come to that. Yeah. So somebody
said that he's a package deal with Devontae Adams, and we don't need Devontae Adams. Like, oh
no, but somebody brought it up on the show Friday or Sunday. I can't remember, about trading T for Crosby, and I didn't know Crosby was even available. I mean,
he wants out apparently.
I mean, I love T. Hell, the way the defense is Crosby even? Is he signed for a while? I don't know. I don't even know his contract.
I don't know
situation.
Dustin, I hope not. Daniel.
Danny died 400 yards. God, I hope not.
Man. And this is Jeremy exactly. It wouldn't matter if we score 84 points. And it's funny to me the way fans, certain fans, small fans, none of you, argue about this stuff, because if I bring up something egregious by the refs, like, they admitted they took away a touchdown from us in the first game that could have won the game for us, that's a pretty big deal. People like, we didn't play well enough to deserve it, blah, blah, blah. They want to invalidate one just mind-blowing call that was blatant. We saw some yesterday too. But then the situation switch. Oh no, that one play call on Zach was everything. Tanked the whole season. He's the devil. Somebody called him Hitler.
What?
And I'm like, yeah.
Okay,
and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to get down with that, because that's not true. We're either all in on one thing ruining the entire game, or we're not. And certain fans will pick and choose. Me, it's a lot of things. Joe Burrow's interception could have been avoided.
That changed the game.
Rico's hold could have been avoided. Mm-hmm. We got to wonder what would have happened with the passes. I don't know. Zach, forget even that. There are other moments in the game that he could have maybe put the team in better position. Maybe we've got another touchdown prior to, and that end of game scenario doesn't even play out. No one's looking at that. There are a couple things that I looked at that I'm like, hey, there was a 3rd down where Jamar was wide open. We could have got the first down. I'm like, there's a bunch of little things. But the point is, the offense played as well as an offense is going to play all year long. If the defense is average, if the defense is half asleep, we win the game. Right. Unfortunately, they were all asleep.
T. Brookie here got a good one. Fire the coach. Wait 3 years. Fire the next coach. This is the formula of the Browns and the Panthers. Good luck for that. I guess that was to Mason. But, yeah, I don't. And the thing is, like, all right, let's put it this way. Let's just go this way. Let's say you guys would fire Zach. And some people clamored on, I don't remember, Twitter on here. Somebody said, let's get Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick ain't going to come here. I guarantee you that he's not going to come here and work with Mike Brown. Then who are you going to get? That's always. I mean, that was always my argument with when we get rid of Andy Dalton. Okay, who are you going to replace him with? To me, I don't know what that means. So when you have a guy who has, again, taken you to the Super Bowl, taken you to an AFC Championship game, damn near got you to the playoffs after Joe Burrow got hurt, that coach did that. And yes, we're 1-4. It is awful, but everybody kept getting mad at Zach for the play calling. Yeah, all right. Maybe it would be cool if they threw it. I'll just put it on 3rd and whatever. got closer. They scored 38 freaking points.
They're not going to.
It's the defense.
Okay, the third down. Let's say that.
I wish they would have done something. I tell you this. I wish they would have done something. I do, but they didn't.
Let's think about it. Basically, people are saying either one of two things. And the first thing they didn't know they wanted to say, which when in debate, when people change their stance once they find out new information, but they're still trying to argue the same end goal, I get a little sus. Like, all right, we see what you're trying to do here. But before they found out that Joe changed one of those plays, he checked into the run, it was, the 3. Now that we find out that Joe, and it may have been the second play, actually, that he checked into. So we're looking at essentially we should have thrown the ball on the first down, because if let's say it's incomplete and we still run on second, we're running on third. Absolutely, they're running on third just to make sure they don't risk the field position on the field goal. So we're talking about one play call. But now that they're like, oh, it's just one play call, what can we talk about? Oh, the personnel was wrong. Now we shifted the personnel, which, hey, if I'm Zach, I'm saying, all right, no more jumbo in that situation ever. Thinking that maybe we could fool them, thinking whatever. You know what? Plain vanilla at that point. Go with what was cooking. If it doesn't work, the fans are going to find another reason to hate it. They always do, but at least that's where they lie.
All right, Dustin here. Okay, Ice Cap. Let me reframe the question. At what point do you think it's bad enough that a coaching change is needed? Is there a jumping off point for you?
If we improve the defense, if we get the defense playing to average and we're still not winning games,
then yes.
Everyone's going to be on the hot seat. It's just going to be a fact.
If you have, and that's, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what the jumping point off would be because other than, we knew going into the season that the defense was bad last year. We hoped that they fixed it. Like I said, I was concerned about the run defense going into the beginning of the season. I didn't think that the secondary would be as bad. I thought Von Bell would make a difference. So far, he hasn't. So the moves that they've done have not worked. So people say, they didn't do enough. Well, you can always say they didn't do enough. I mean, I wish they would have had some more depth on the offensive line, for backups, stuff like that. There's always stuff that you wish they would do. The thing is, what they did do on defense isn't working. That's the biggest problem. You can blame Lou, you can blame Zach, you can blame Duke Tobin, you can blame whoever you want. They're all in the same boat. They're all part of the Bengals, and it's not working.
Jocko, not Zach's fault. Offense been fine. You know what? I think everyone can always improve, and that's kind of what Joe Burrow's comments meant to me when he said, literally, we'll look at ways we can improve. I don't know what those are, but to me that was a little bit of snark because it's not the problem with the offense. But you know what? Everybody can. One or two throws, Joe had to bend more Superman than he was. Zach would have had to call like the world's only perfect game. I don't see. I want to keep it simple. I don't want Zach to have to be perfect. Every coach, Andy Reid, has a handful of calls that he'd like to come back. Now, do the players end up making something happen and saving Andy Reid's butt? You better believe it. I've seen it more than once. I've seen the 3rd and 15 long runs.
I'll go back to this with Andy Reid. And Andy Reid is a hell of a coach, don't get me wrong. But what do you win in Philadelphia when he didn't have Patrick Mahomes? That's what I always say. He's the greatest coach ever. Well, if you ain't got the quarterback, you ain't got the defense, you ain't got the right team. I mean, Spags has been awesome for them as far as their defense coordinator. He's been great, and so if we would have won the Super Bowl a couple years ago, people would say Zach Taylor's a really good coach. Now they're not. It's just, I don't know.
Andrew, I hope you're joking, but I felt like throwing up too. So yeah, I'm hurting. I'm absolutely hurting. Who dey go Reds? Hey, there we go. We talked about Belichick. Got some well wishes.
I agree with the
Andrew
pork chop.
area.
I agree with pork chop. Shit defense for 2 years now. Yes, and that's been the problem.
This is just a good example of how my mind works. People are not going to agree, or they might, or whatever. It doesn't. My perspective. Seeing this defense, I don't think last year was shit. I want last year's defense now. I mean,
all right. Dustin's always very good stuff here. Ryan Day gave up play calling not because of the offense was bad, but he wanted to focus on the whole team. Zach's situation. Coaching is iffy. Give yourself help. Great leaders do that in every industry. So let me get this straight. You want him to give up play calling so he can help with the defense?
Dustin's got a good point overall. What we miss is Brian Callahan did not get a head coaching gig because he didn't do anything.
Right.
People don't understand what the offense coordinator does. It's funny to me because in Cincinnati, offensive coordinators don't call plays. Brian Callahan gets a head coaching job. But in Kansas City, everybody wanted Bieniemy, and it was fairly well known that Andy Reid called most. Oh no, that's not true. Bieniemy calls play. Yeah, blah blah blah. Trying to prop up Bieniemy. Bieniemy's not even in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
why? I don't know. But it's like it's very similar situations. But we as Bengals fans are so hard on our own team, and there are some people. Nobody in chat. There are some people who just hate that.
Clarify that.
And are going to find whatever reason they can. I agree with the idea. If it's me, I'm even throwing in AI. And I'm going to pitch them a project of mine one day because I want them with everything. But that OT, not a difficult situation. It did not require a lot of thought. Zach just having time to ponder everything under the sun would not have helped that situation because it's like, okay, Evan's going to make that field goal. He would have made that field goal. It was a botched hold. What if, because we literally just saw it, a botched snap with Lamar, we lose the football. We want to pass. We be aggressive. Botched snap, turnover, back to the Ravens. It literally just happened to Lamar. I don't mind him being aggressive and a botched snap resulting in a turnover. I'm just saying anything can happen. My percentage, it was a low percentage that the hold was going to get botched on the field goal attempt. I can't remember the last time I saw it.
The thing is, too, and I keep going back to the defense because that's what I believe is the problem. If you listen to Joe's comments after the game, I mean, even when what he said before the game, where he's gonna have to play a damn near perfect game, that's a call to the defense. What he said, I can't remember the exact words. And if you guys ever want to watch a really good breakdown of the game and everything, I highly recommend you guys go watch Bengals Breakdown on Sunday night at Fox 19. They do. Joe Damon and Gabby and Jeremy do a great job there. But even Joe's comments was geared toward. It wasn't the offense. It was the defense, and that's the thing. So how you fix it again? I don't know. Get better players. I mean, it might be, and we're in the middle of the season. Unless you're going to trade and go get Max Crosby, which I don't know if one guy makes that big of a difference, but he could. I don't know what you do. They got
Michael Madden talking about Cleveland, Pittsburgh losing. Yep. The good thing is, as crazy as this year has been so far, we're not that far out.
No, I mean it's only one.
I don't think the Ravens are as good as how they beat the Bills, and I think we showed that Sunday. Everybody that wants to shit on us needs to remember. Oh, you're telling us we're trash, and the Ravens were lucky to escape with a loss, and the Ravens didn't make the mistakes we made. People can say, "Oh, well, Lamar threw some incompletions here," and that's what Lamar does. He was being Lamar. He also made one incredible play that I swear I saw. Hold on, I'm going to go back and look. I'm still bitter. Anyway, but we did not play up to our potential, and they got lucky. the division is still ripe for the taking. It's just sorry. Pardon me for being a little less guaranteed that it's going to happen because we can't give up 41 points. We cannot give up 41 points.
And Dustin, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time figuring out what you're trying to say.
Sorry. Put that back up.
He said, why are we so against trying something new, especially when trending in the wrong direction? We all just in a tug of war to be right on what is best to do for the team. Swallow your pride and be on the right. What do you want him to, what do you want? I don't understand what Zach giving up play calling has to do with making the defense better. I mean, to be honest, either they got to start playing better, or we need better players. I mean, it might come down to that, where we just don't. These guys aren't as good as we thought they were, and if that's the case, which that's what it's looking like to me, we're in trouble. So Zach giving up play calling, I literally have no clue what that has to do with getting guys to play better on defense. I mean, maybe I'm just stupid. I could be, but I don't understand what that has to do one with the other. All right, Zach gives a play calling. Okay, then he goes to the defense. Well, these guys aren't that good. Well, Zach, what do you want to do about it? Well, we got to get them to play better. Well, how do you do that? I don't know. I don't understand what that has to do with it. I understood it. Good.
I will say to Mason's last point, we don't want to hear that, defending head coach, whatever. Like, hey, Mason, you're right. And I tell everybody, I'm not for everybody. It's funny, some of the people that I enjoy seeing their posts, and I just know they're going to go off. They're going to go off. And I might mute them for the day or two. And
I just stay off Twitter.
I know they're muting me. And I'm cool with that because you got to be who you got to be, but we still appreciate everything else. And it's like, hey, I get it. You might not want me hearing me defend anything. Don't look.
Like I said, look. The thing is, I don't feel as we're defending Zach. I mean, maybe people are taking it that way. I mean, what do we keep saying over and over and over again? Defense. Yeah, does this fall on Zach? Yeah, he's the head coach. It always falls on the head coach. So again, I'm not defending him, but it's the defense. And to me, it either goes back to Duke Tobin, where we get the right people, because, like I said, Geno Stoner's not playing good. Von Bella's not playing good. I love Taylor Britt. He's taking a step backwards. I mean, we're not playing good. The defense is not playing good enough to win. That bottom line, that's it. And if you want to say that's defending Zach Taylor, then okay, that's a weird way to defend the head coach when I'm talking about the defense. But if that's how you want to take it, fine.
Absolutely. Hey, now if we just went out, we're gold. But yeah, that's a frustrating thing. We weren't supposed to be sitting here at 1-4, and it makes me sick. So. No,
we're supposed to be 4-1.
Andrew, champion Pittsburgh has less talent than Bengals, but never had a losing record. Better coach. I completely disagree. They got gifted a game or two, at least one last year by the refs. It was brutal, but their defense, I mean, it's loaded with stars. And this year they finally find out what happens with, some easy schedule, stuff like that, not playing certain teams where, away and all this stuff. It's just talent. Honestly, if anything with Pittsburgh, it's how they found the talent and where they found the talent in the draft. They've just constantly, like, that defense just doesn't go away. It's insane. And hey, I didn't like seeing Watt's name on the draft board. And I'm like, he's going to be just like his brother, isn't he? And damn it, the Pittsburgh son of a gun, the Steelers got him.
Got a good point. Yeah, he's got look. He's Marvin Lewis. All right. I mean, he hasn't had a playoff win since 2015. Sorry, that's what he is right now. You can say what you want. Yeah, I had a losing record. Cool, you ain't won shit. So dude? Honestly, look,
our ceiling is way higher.
Yeah, I mean, if this was in Cincinnati, and I guarantee some Steelers fans are saying this, if he didn't go to the playoffs and win something this year, Steelers fans are going to say fire him. If he was our coach, the whole national media would be saying the exact opposite. Like, oh my goodness, he's such a terrible coach. You need to get rid of him. But he's a Steelers head coach. Oh, he's fucking great. He hasn't won a damn thing since 2015.
All pro and a 99 Madden rating and blah blah blah. The minute he leaves, Zach leaves, People will be showering him with praise.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. Oh my goodness. T. Brookie's on a heater. Bengals start to lose. Agendas come out. It's rinse and repeat. People don't even realize they're on the loop. It's rinse and repeat. Which, hey, you're allowed to be on the loop. Stay on the loop. Keep doing it over and over. I just I'm aggravated that people expect me to jump on the loop when I just don't agree. And I've always been that fan. I supported Marvin Lewis until the players started to kind of give up on Marvin Lewis. Like, I've always been that guy. I was that guy way before the suit. So it's just who I am.
I'll put Dustin's up here. I like his comment. Said, he's put a lot of points here. It's okay to admit there's something wrong structurally. Or there's something, try again. It's okay to admit there's something structurally wrong with the way the organization is constructed. One hand, it's the players. The other hand, it's coaching. Something's wrong. Don't wait until it's too late. Okay. So.
Who's admitting that?
Hold on a second. My point, I guess, is the players on defense, hopefully I'm proven wrong, aren't as good as we thought they were. Okay? I think we can all agree on that. If that's the problem, how do you fix it? I mean, you can't, until next year, you can't. You got to figure out how to get them to play better. I don't know how to do that. That's the coaches to figure out how to do it. So is there something structurally wrong? Because, I mean, let's say the thing is, they did do stuff. They went out and signed Geno Stone. They went out and brought Von Bell back. We thought they were going to make a huge difference. They haven't. They got Rankins. They drafted McKinley Jackson. They re-signed B.J. Hill. They re-signed Pratt, and Pratt, unfortunately, has not been as good as he was 2 years ago. These are things that the Bengals have done to try to improve upon the defense. They haven't worked, So you can say that it's Duke Tobin's fault. It's Lou Anarumo's fault. It's not enough scouting. Whatever you want to say. Something there is not working. It hasn't worked. The guys that they counted on, especially this year, the two big guys they counted on was Stone and Bell, and it hasn't worked. So, I mean, that's where I go back. If something has to be done, what are you going to do when the guys you counted on to be good are not playing good? You can't fix that, I don't think. I'm just not now. I don't see how you do it.
We could be Natty Ron. We could be all be salty together.
Exactly. And I mean,
it's ZAC. ZAC is how you spell his name.
Yeah.
He's not a loser everywhere he goes. I mean, nobody else brought us a Super Bowl. The refs took the Super Bowl win out of our hands.
And he was at UC for 1 year, and the whole coaching staff got fired because Tuberville was awful. So it had nothing to do with
that. Yeah. Like,
nothing to do with that.
So for anybody that sees me on social media, this is the type of extreme comment where if I'm going to say, yeah, that's probably a little chaotic.
So,
that's
Mason,
no.
I got a question for you, Mason. All right, you want to fire Zach. Who are you hiring? And don't say Belichick because that ain't going to happen. Who are you hiring? Who's going to magically come fix this if this is all Zach Taylor's fault?
2 games back. There we go.
There we go. Positivity, baby. Power of positivity. I love it.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. I'm almost through, Chad, here. I want to show off the film room because, okay, you all probably noticed. Yeah.
Exactly. It ain't over. It isn't over until we say it is. Calm down.
Did my beep work?
I was talking over you, so we didn't hear it.
Can you hear it?
Yep, I heard it.
Okay, calm the down.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did. I got too many software. It's too much software running. But yeah, so to anybody that didn't notice, again, I'm sorry, I'm not going to put links to old tweets, and I talked about Chalk Talk in the film room and stuff.
Can I get this up real quick? Can I get this up real quick? I'll let you finish. How long do people start throwing trash on Zach's lawn? If anybody throws trash on Zach's lawn, you're an idiot. That's just like the idiots in the Dodger Stadium throwing a baseball at the Padres last night and throwing beer cans. If you take this stuff that serious, you need help, okay? I'll tell you that right now. You need serious help if you take it that seriously where you are going to go to their house and trash their yard. That's ridiculous. Go ahead.
Yep.
Sorry.
Well, let's see. 30. Natty Ron talking about defense. Joe Burrow knows it's the defense exactly. Let's see. Yeah, let's blame Baltimore for scoring 40. It's Baltimore's fault. Damn it.
Baltimore's
You're
fault.
not
Quit
supposed to
scoring so much.
Stop scoring.
Stop scoring, damn it.
That's absolutely great. Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad people picked up on that. That it is not difficult now. Yeah, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. It's not difficult to pick up on what's going on. There's a lot of, if you listen, just like somebody complained yesterday that Zach said, somebody asked about the safety play on the defense. The way he started that response and then said it's everything on the defense, I couldn't help but feel like he thinks it's number one, the safeties. The way he said that, I picked up. I think he agrees that safety might be the bigger issue on the defense.
And I like how he snaps battle guy. I did see him out there. I don't know how he snaps.
I think I saw Battle get torched one, but everybody was getting torched. But again, I'm not gonna fault Battle. Being thrown into the fire in the middle of when we're trying to figure it. Like he's got to take those first team reps there too. So
I like this. So Jeff says Burrow's taking us on an 8-game winning streak. There you go.
Man,
Boom.
I hope so. Let's see.
Which one are you going to put up, sir?
Natty, absolutely. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see.
You can put some up. My hand's off the mouse. You got it.
Yeah, Crosby signed through 2026. Ooh, so he's expensive, but he'd be worth it.
Dude. Like I said, dude, I love T, but they want to give us him for T.
I'll never say anybody sucks, but I guess I was expecting different results with Bell and Stone.
Yes.
Maybe it's a bad combo between the two of them. Maybe something else is going on. Maybe they're both injured. We don't know. Like, there's a million things. I could not do their job. I hate talking like this. I know all kinds of other people will, but something's got to change.
Or maybe Jesse Bates was just that fucking good. We should have kept him.
But that would be nice. Fans complain about Jesse Bates playing kind of average during the regular season all the time.
I know.
Everybody talking about that to bash the front office, and no one remembers how they felt then.
I want to keep them.
None of you, all of you are cool in chat. All of you are cool. Even if you're watching later, I'm psychic. I know who you are. You're all cool. I'm talking about all the other people that we all talk about. Let's see. So, shit.
Then do it again. Good.
Yep. Oh, you said you were going to touch it. No. Yeah, David. Have a great.
I didn't touch it. All right. I'm not touching it. Go ahead. I'm off. Go ahead. It's yours.
Where to grow? Let's see. Where to go? It was a good one. Comment. Hold on. Where is it? We need another defensive playmaker. I agree with that. Jeremy. Write it down. Anybody that ever does this, write this down, because confirmation bias is amazing to me. I am fascinated by it, especially in our own fan base. I've watched other games with Bengals fans and how they loosen up and don't see what they see when they're watching like the Chiefs. Things that would irritate them if it happened in orange and black, suddenly they're cool with watching another team. We are so hypercritical, but watch it, because people have said that before, and I was kind of watching how often, like, one of the big plays was first down throw. Like, we mix it up, we really do. So we'll just look at it and see if what you think you see is correct. Watch the game, write it down, call it out. Absolutely. Andrew, worried about Sacker Holy Penny coaching scared. I mean, if you're in field goal range and you got a kicker that's going to make it, and you just want to end it, it's the walk-off field goal. I don't know that it's coaching scared. I don't think we have to win by a touchdown every single time. Could we have thrown a ball some? Sure, but it could have also ended the same way. Like, if people are expecting, they think that it was an automatic tutty. It wasn't. But, hey, I would prefer they threw on 3 downs. I agreed at the time. I knew for a fact Money Mac was going to make it. Hey, throw every down, and then I get to argue with people on Twitter. Why is he having Joe Burrow throw this much? Where's the running game? Because that's usually what happens when we're throwing too much. Everybody's complaining there's no running game. It flips and flops every time. I can't keep up.
I like this positive here. You went away. Where'd it go?
Yep, I got you. I don't think you need killer instincts in football. Where it is not military.
There you go. Think about it. One win, and the Steelers lose, and we're only one game out of first place. Positivity, baby.
Go,
I like it.
There we go. Jocko, Zach never learns from his mistakes. It's a problem. So
That's not true.
I disagree because McPherson just missed the kick. Now, granted,
He missed it because of the hold. That's why he missed it.
So people compared what happened with the San Francisco 49ers game when he said, I probably should have let Joe throw the ball. Different situation because the 49ers were getting the ball back. And they had time.
This one he did let Joe throw the ball, and Joe switched it.
Yeah, well, that one. Now, the Green Bay game back in the day, yes, but, I mean, man, like, that was a weird day, and, again, I don't think he's thinking back to that one play, and then he's scared that there's going to be a missed kick. Like, fear goes both ways. So he's afraid that his multi-million-dollar kicker can't kick a field goal that he's kicked a million times, and it didn't matter because it was the hold. It was never the kick; it was the hold.
Yeah, if he doesn't
Paul
drop,
Painter got the field goal.
If he doesn't drop it, we freaking win.
Chop, I think everybody's on just a continuous warm seat, and it just heats up. I really do. I think that the organization. We don't know the conversations that go on, and they go on. They go on. Mike Brown will pull dudes into a room and drop F-bombs. I am not kidding you. Let me say that again. Let me get real close. Mike Brown will pull coaches into a meeting and drop F-bombs. I said it. That is a fact. That has happened before. It will happen again. So I think everybody's always a little bit warm. I know the coaches are not comfortable with the way things are going right now. What does that mean about fixing it? I don't know. It sucks.
And the thing is, like I keep saying, it's like, all right, you want to fire Luke? Cool. If our players aren't good enough, which is what, I mean, I'm sorry. I love the players. Right now, they're not playing good enough. Yeah, if you can't afford talent, you've got to develop it. And that's the thing. I don't know if we're talented enough on defense to stop anybody right now. And I don't know how you fix that. Like I said, the guys that we brought in have not helped, you know. And I'm not trying to be down or anything. Yeah, sure, fire Lou, but if the players aren't good enough, the players aren't good enough, and that's what it looks like to me right now. I'm just saying what I see. So I don't know how you fix it.
All right, Dustin. Hey, Ryan Day says it's been great for him. Zach, if you're out there, think about it. Think about it. And personally, I'm a big fan. Again, I would use AI, and I have a project in play. I would use AI to free up as much time as possible to make some of those decisions. Literally, what I'm envisioning, a dashboard the coaches could look at that would just give them situational awareness on everything, basically since the beginning of time at their fingertips in orange, green, and red colors. But, hey.
You should invent that.
Taco's blaming Duke. Hey, Duke's done so great for us, but some of the misses too. And somebody, I lost it. Somebody talked about Lou had talked about like Zach Carter was his pick. That's a
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Brutal miss, but good on the team for making whatever move they thought they had to make.
Yeah. And the thing is, I have no idea whose pick it was, whose pick it wasn't. I don't know. So you sit there and say it's Lou's pick. Okay, you got inside source because I don't, so I have no idea.
Chop a lot. I'm glad a lot of people, some people on social media did not get this, and I'm glad you've got a smart chat, Jeff. Everybody that watches ice is smart, and that's really cool to see. I love it. I like being here. Y'all make me smarter. Hey, fire Lou. I don't think firing Lou is the answer, but something's got to happen.
Something's got to change. But again, Cap, like I keep saying, well, I'll ask you this: if you don't think the players are good enough, how do you fix it? And that's kind of where I'm at. And please, Geno Stone, Bell, I love you guys. Go prove me wrong. Please do it. I'm begging you to do it. But right now, what I'm seeing is you're not good enough to stop these guys. And that's where I'm like, you can fire the coach, but if your players aren't in the right spots and not tackling and not making the plays, like I don't know. I don't know what firing a coach does. Maybe it shakes things up. I don't know.
Let's see, man. I am almost caught up. I have to respect dedication. Okay. Oh, it's hot. Oh, bro, it was brutal. Thank you. I brought some Gatorade powder to pour in my water bottle to help out with some of the dehydration.
See, I was nice and cool in the Mercedes-Benz of Fort Mitchell at Moreland Lager House pregame experience. It was nice and air conditioned in there.
Yeah, phenomenal. Always a phenomenal spread. That is great. Boy, I'm man, if there's anybody that had an absolute banger that around 6:30 or later, send it again because I'm trying to get through this as fast as I can. I've got to show you all this about the film review before Jeff kicks me out.
Get out!
Yep. More pit, blah, 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 FTS. Let's see. Oh, yeah. But we don't even have time to go into this. We got to go into this. That's hilarious. I want Ocho to beat Harrison's ass. That is too funny.
This is a good one from Jocko. Lou was doing everything he could to stop Lamar, disguising blitzes and dropping out and into coverages. He stopped Mahomes and Lamar at times doing this. It's the talent, and that's kind of where I'm at, Jocko.
People act like I can't say anything negative toward anybody. If you put a gun in my head, and who am I going to make mad, Lou or players? And I'm going to say, you know what? I think it's a talent issue. But that's based on what I see. When I see dudes getting run by, when I see dudes missing tackles, when I see, I got to point to personnel. And if I'm personnel right now, I am rededicating myself to everything I do because no one is safe right now. Absolutely nobody.
No, you have to. That's where I'm to the point. Like if you trade, which I love T. Higgins, but they're not going to sign him. If you can trade him and get Max Crosby, but if you get Max Crosby and get him on one side and Trey Henderson on the other, that'd make a little bit of a difference.
Lawrence, don't blame this on him getting married. Marriage is beautiful.
Really
married life is fantastic.
Oh my God, really?
He's got the funny face, but a married man said that. Lawrence, tell your wife I appreciate her for putting up with you. You can tell that dude's married. Oh, that is funny. All right, I'm finally caught up. Yeah. Hey, fire Lou, get who? That's
kind of what I said.
Lou motto: Fire Lou, get who?
What's it? Fire Zach, get who? I mean, I just to me the it's just like fire the coaches is always the knee-jerk reaction. All right, who? It's just like in baseball. Oh, let's trade this bucket of balls for Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, I'm sure the Dodgers will do it. What? No, that's not actually the way things work.
Marriage comment, yeah. LOL. Yeah. Okay, so real quick.
Yeah, what do you got?
So I made a comment about having sat in film rooms for years in a row.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
People who are already arguing that Zach sucks latched onto that. Nobody asked me what I meant. Well, people did, and people ignored the people that asked because I told them. I have asked the Marvin Lewis Community Fund, Marvin Lewis Foundation. Basically, a lot of their fundraising went toward education, and there are, I think, the efforts shifted toward FC Cincy, like FC Cincy's foundation took it over, but they had an event. They had lots of events. The benefits of, let's see, that is honor roll achievements by year, and it just goes up and up and up and up. When Marvin Lewis was here, phenomenal. Like kids started to care. At-risk kids started to care about their education. Phenomenal work that they did. They had chalk talk. So 100 people. It was expensive. You had to pay a pretty penny. And again, the people like, oh, well, Cap doesn't want to lose his access. If I lose the access I have, I'm going to save a ton of money. My ticket bill was $20,000.
That's it?
$20,000 on tickets. We buy merch like crazy.
Yes, I'm jealous of all the merch you buy.
That's nobody's fault. That is a sickness I have that I'm trying to deal with, and I don't know how.
Hello, my name is Bengals Captain, and I have a problem.
We dropped $6 or $7 grand again at the Free Store Food Bank event, Taste of Bengals.
Right.
Granted, we got to sit in on a private practice. We get all of that stuff is just super expensive. I'm not special. I just don't have any kids.
Yes, I know. I hate that because I can't do that shit.
Dual income, no kids. If you've not heard it, it's DINK. Dual income, no kids. We get to do whatever the hell we want, and it's kind of cool. I think I would be kind of a cool dad, but I'm also super immature, and I lose a lot of stuff, and I'm afraid I would lose a kid, so we're not ready.
Where did that thing go?
But the little playbook here, intros to everybody, basically straight off the website, some essentials, time of play, the 3 teams of football, who we've got, some fun facts, whatever, special teams, Bengals offense, just in case people don't know anything, what the downs are. Yeah. Oh God. Something that referees should learn.
That would help.
And know. Let's see. Road to the Super Bowl. I know there's some fun stuff before we get into plays. Football terms, yeah.
Hold on. Jeremy says, not you, this Jeremy. Don't worry about it, Cap. I can get you a baby. I don't even want to know how that's going to happen.
Is that a thing?
Sorry, that was funny.
Let's talk offline. I have a secure method of communication. I'll send you a link. No kidding. I'm kidding. No, great. Oh, Cap's an alcoholic. He's an abuser, and he steals babies. That's all I need. Okay, so this was the Cleveland Browns. So anyway, Chalk Talk. You sit in the film room. You've got the big screen, the projector. You're in the film room that the players sit in, going over film. And the dude that does the software, and they have one dude that did the software because you're literally fast forwarding and rewinding. Like if you've ever seen somebody, Gruden and all that, like with the video, it's fast, forward back, just constant to pick up the little things about did somebody step at the wrong hash. I mean, it's ridiculous. Dude's down there doing that. Coach is talking about the game. And he would go through the practice film because they film the practices. He'd go through the walkthrough film. They're just as Hube says, they're in their jammies, walking through joggers and T-shirts and stuff, and they're walking through. Like Burrow doesn't even throw. In the walkthroughs, the private closed, Burrow has the ball, he holds back, and then he points with the other finger the direction that the throw would have went. And I could not stop laughing. It's not really interesting. I couldn't stop laughing. Joe Burrow's back and then point. point. You get the ball. You get the ball.
You get the ball. You get the ball. Everybody gets the ball. Oh, sorry.
It was funny to me. They talk about the schedule. So like Thursday was this game day. So 10 a.m. they wake up. 8:30 to 11 is brunch. 10:30 a.m. special teams, punt, kickoff meet. 11 a.m. offense, defense walkthrough. 12 to 1 is a light lunch, soup, cold cuts, or fruit. And I said that, and I wanted to jump up and do the icky shuffle there with cold cuts. But
do the cold cuts. Woo!
4 to 5:30 was pregame meal at PBS. And then 8:20 kickoff, beat the Browns.
Yeah.
Friday play day off, blah blah blah. But oh yeah. So the whole walkthrough.
Inside information by Bengals Captain.
Which
Bengals security is going to be going
kind of cool because they own you. You got to work.
Is Bengals security going to be banging on your door here soon?
Man, I hope so, because apparently they owe me money and favors and stuff that I have never, So here's. I think this was. Oh yeah, this is like the position groups and stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh, offense practice. They literally have everything spelled out for what's going on in the practice to keep people on. Captain's meeting. That is not me. I was never there. I was never there.
Whoa. It has your name, your cap. I mean, I thought it was about you. You have to be there to get your inside information.
And I'm just going to jump to some of the fun stuff.
Hey, I want to put this up here real quick while you do that. Because Fro's right. Corey would have left the chair after the baby comment.
So,
Michael wants to know if you can hold up the Bengals playbook. Oh, there we go! Bam! Look at it! Perfect timing.
So, as you can see, obviously, this is going to be defense. It's pretty clear cut. Everybody knows. What's interesting to me, let me get this centered correctly. Yeah, the rules. Secondary normal cover one rules. Safeties adjust to all one back sets, pre-aligned or by motion. Adjust the call versus flex, tight end, give the backers a clamp call. So they're literally, depending on if you're doing analysis, you really got to know what the offense is doing, how the defense here sees what the offense is doing, try to guess how they interpreted it, and then know the notes on what they would have done in that scenario. There's a lot more work to that. And let me pop up one of the offense. And it's phenomenal because one of my favorite things was, I think, Andy Dalton threw slightly behind Mohamed Sanu, and it mattered because it could have been some good points. And the announcers on the play faulted Andy for throwing behind Mohamed Sanu. And that is exactly what we looked at. And Marvin chuckled. He's like, this is what we have to deal with. So he ends up showing the play. I'm like, all right. He's like, do you see a difference between the route ran and the play? Like, yeah, it looks like it should have been deeper and more cut across harder. And he kind of rounded it actually in game. And then he showed the walkthrough. Same thing. It was perfect. In game, Mohamed Sanu rounded the route, which made him get to the spot sooner, run past it, and he threw the perfect throw on time to the perfect spot behind Sanu because Sanu got there too quick because he didn't push the safety back far enough to clear him out to cut across. Nobody knew that. Even the announcer who played football had no idea. So
what you're saying is not everybody knows everything. And most of us don't know what the hell is supposed to happen.
there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. You could just imagine. Weak right, slot X short, deep 3 jet, X drive, Y out on 2.
Bro, Let's go. Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
And we're talking, and I'm not going to say that every single coach has all the same notes because I know they don't. But, and in the red here, little note here. But we've got, 14 yards. That Z route is not meant to be rounded. That is meant to be pushed. Push your defender back 14 yards and cut in. Usually hard. Mm-hmm. If you do that, you're going to be open.
Cap said hard.
If you slack off, if you get lazy, it might. And some of the problem is people know, I'm third in this. I'm third read. Ball's not coming to me. They'll jog. They'll go half speed, quarter. Not egregious, but they could have done better, and maybe the offensive line gives them enough time. That could have been the look. Let's see. What else? There's some notes on this one. Yep. Oh, yeah. Those notes are converting the route. So if it's cloud or bump and run coverage, the dotted line is where they go.
I got another comment here from Fro. I got to put for you. Or not that one. Hold on. Wait, that's the wrong one. What's the other one? Hold on. Oh, yeah. You do have babies. Carlos.
Oh, yeah.
That's your babies.
My little fur babies.
Yeah, you have a special car seat for them. And this is a funny one, too. Cap is at Kings Island. Has anyone seen my son? He was right here an hour ago. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Squirrel! Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So, yeah, totally true. But there you go. There's so much. This is actually
there you go.
There are a lot of pages in here.
It is official.
It was a couple hours.
It's official. Cap is on the payroll, and it has the playbook. So if you
playbook.
If you need to know what the plays are, call Cap.
Old playbook. But so yes, I did sit there and just hearing Coach talk through what he thought. And again, this is a Super Bowl winning coach. He was a defensive coordinator mastermind. The man knows his football, and it's funny, no matter what you thought of him as a coach, to hear him speak the game, you could never doubt his knowledge of the game. He knew strategy. He knew X's and O's. The dude was freaking smart. I was always in awe hearing him just rattle off whatever new head coach happens to be, and they say something really intelligent and talk about the deep analysis, and then they blow up viral. Oh, my God, this coach is one of us. He did the same thing. He just didn't do it for cameras. The dude really knew his stuff, but what we learned was absolutely incredible. And the biggest thing that I learned was I don't know shit.
I admit I don't know shit, so I'm just a dumbass with a YouTube show.
Now so. I want to do better. So like Santori on Twitter was an excellent coach, and man, the way he can break stuff down. Just all right, these are the route concepts, or this is a defensive just so you can kind of quickly identify and recognize something. Like, okay, here we typically want to do this against this, blah blah blah. I get that, but most of the time, those are going to be pretty much spot on for what we do. You're not going to really find a lot. People are going to look at, well, should Burrow have thrown here? Shouldn't he have thrown here? Should the defense have done whatever? We're all guessing at that point. It's fun. I appreciate everyone that does it. It adds to the conversation. But when people use it to just be disgruntled and everyone is just a loser and these are morons, and you're throwing out all this negativity, I kind of disagree there. And I don't want the negativity for the people who's saying it too, because you cannot be happy and successful in life if you're just banging away all these insults. It's never happened. And I hope you all have a better life and a better week than to be that person.
That's why I ignore most of them when people start messing with me on Twitter or messing with me out in public or whatever. I usually just ignore them. And most of the time they go away. Sometimes they don't.
Coach Caskey, I'm still friends with. He's still a great guy.
He's a cool dude.
I'm still, he needs to be in the NFL because
I tried to get him on the show, and he said he's just relaxing, enjoying life right now. So I was like, all right, that's cool. So hopefully our game back on something. Hopefully he'll get a job back in the NFL soon too. Who's coming in for Dax? Newton or Turner? I'm okay with Turner. They're playing. I would say Turner at first, but it's probably going to be both, to be honest, and see which one does better.
May the best man win, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about Turner. And, in fact, I think
Turner's playing good.
Coach Zach talking about Turner and the praise he gave him, to me, was a nod toward Turner.
And that's the thing. Sometimes, like, I don't know, since I started doing this show, I listen to press conferences a little different. I try to read the tea leaves. I'm not always right, trust me, but sometimes they say stuff out there going, okay, well, that's probably what it means. And then I don't say it because I'm not sure, and then that's just kind of what I have back of my head. And I'm like, okay, he was like, just like when Joe was talking about I had to be damn near perfect. Kind of saying the defense is going to play better.
That's a shot at the defense. And I don't mean shot.
It's not a shot.
What are you going to say? Like,
I mean,
I agree.
He's trying to. Is he trying to motivate him? I mean, and that's honestly, that's all you can do.
I don't even see it as motivation. What else can he say? Like, otherwise he's just going to be a jerk and tell people like, "What do you want me to say?" You know, he's got to answer. So
it's like some of these questions. I mean, they're redundant. It's like I think even Jeremy said it last night on Joe Damon last night said it on Fox 19. He's like, some of these questions are redundant. It's like, what do they want us? How are they supposed to answer it?
Tony Captain, the new defensive coordinator. No, you don't want that because I have more fun drawing up weird shit in Madden. I was on the original Madden where you could actually draw up your own plays. I did weird stuff. I'm just you don't want that. I'll be blitzing. I will blitz every down. I would like. I just like make or break. Like
Jeremy said, it's a nice way of throwing them under the bus. Like kind of. I mean, just pointing it out. Going, it was kind of things like, what do you want me to do? Like Joe doesn't play defense. Jamar doesn't play defense. T doesn't play defense.
If Joe played defense, what would he play? Would he play linebacker? He'd be linebacker.
That's the first thing that popped in my head was linebacker. When you asked that question, that's the first thing that popped in my head was linebacker. And what his dad? Because his dad and his brothers were all defensive players. They played all in the defense.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So yeah.
Let's see.
They'll talk about how the nice uniforms look. I love the orange. Well, we've been all complaining about the game. I love the orange pants. I thought they looked awesome. I'm way up top of the 300 section now. You can see them. I'm like, dude, those look so cool.
Everyone wants to burn them because now they're a curse. I don't believe they're cursed.
I don't believe that stuff.
I laugh.
It's just like people say, stop saying Burrowhead. I'm like, I don't believe in that crap. I just don't. I just don't. Anyway,
and the fans saying I'm sorry. If the fans saying Burrowhead motivates the Chiefs players need to touch grass. Like,
if me saying it motivates the Chiefs, then I should be getting a hell of a lot more views on this damn channel than I do. Because that means the Chiefs are watching me, and I don't think that's happening.
Amen.
So
hey, y'all, man, thank you for a lot of reasonable stuff.
I'm in a better mood than I was when I started this show. I'll tell you that.
And thank you all. Shout out to Dustin. Like, you
Great
are
questions.
on the opposite side of how I feel.
That's fine.
Like the way you presented every argument, I mean, you were great, and I don't have to agree with everything. And part of me disagreeing in anything in life, you want to bring up anything in life. If I disagree with you, it might be because I'm trying to be too optimistic, and I mean, sometimes there's such a thing. I don't think I am here because people are like, oh yeah, Kep's not scared to say. I've been ripping the defense. I've
get
ripped
mad.
the offensive line when I've had offensive linemen tell me I'm wrong. You want to talk about embarrassing and weird? Like, I'm sorry.
Trust me.
Is what happens on the field. If Joe's on his ass, I'm gonna blame you guys.
I'll tell you this.
There's more to it than that. I'm like, I know, so tell me.
Talk about getting embarrassing. Like during the game when we're running down the field scoring on it and we're up by 2 scores. I'm like, watch out, NFL! The Bengals are coming! They're coming! I'm like, you should be scared. I put all this up there and some Raiders fan, I'm not scared. I'm like, well, you should look. We're winning or whatever. We went back and forth. Then what happened. I'm like, damn it! Every time I try to do something like that.
I'm going to be selfish here, and I'm mad. Obviously, it sucks that we lost, but if we'd have won, I might have had a really sweet video because I just noticed as I was doing it, an NFL camera come up, and we were all signaling like it's going to be a safety. We knew it. We knew a whole bunch of us had come up and showing us, and then it was a safety, and we all lost our minds.
Oh, that's awesome!
It would have been such a cool moment for everybody. I was in there, so me too. But unfortunately, you're not going to show that if we lost. There's no point. Damn it!
Paul here said, Jeff, you need a 5-gallon bucket of salt to cover the burrow head. I'm not sure what that means. They say I got a big forehead. I don't know.
Explain that. I don't like not knowing what that means.
I don't know if it's a compliment, which I don't think it is. Yes, William, the punter was amazing. Yes, you got to say it again.
Yeah, we're fighting. I'm going to keep it's like a game now. I'm just going to keep clicking.
Who can click on it faster?
Okay, yes. Rico's amazing.
Yeah.
He'll bounce back from the hold. I'm not worried about it.
And one thing I do want to talk about the hold a little bit more. And you mean because when I kept saying that, I don't know, Brad, they might give Brad a shot because like we were talking with Brad at the Cincy tattoo event, and Brad was talking to me and Chop about how much detail was into holding a damn football and how important that is to Darren Simmons. And I'm like, he holds the ball pretty good. And like, unfortunately, and they practice it all the time. Trust me. It's boring as hell. I've sat there on the bridge. They're still on the bridge and watch them over and over. Just throw it back. Put it down. Like, they'll do it like 50 times in a row. And they practice it over and over and over. There you go. Holmes, would you? Wait.
See, okay. But,
Buckethead.
Over the shoulder. So okay, protect it. So, I'm sorry. I looked at Twitter, but perfect. So I tweet out, and I literally said, "Rules experts weigh in on this one," and I'm talking about the interception.
Yeah.
Because somebody said, "Find the interception one. It's just as bad," and I'm talking about defensive pass interference. It was within 5 yards. So that's why I asked. I'm like, hey, rule experts weigh in on this one. Humphrey basically rides Chase from the snap to the interception. Since it's within 5 yards, contact is allowed. Though I'm not sure I've seen grabbing the shoulder pads like this. And he reached across Chase's chest and had jersey on the shoulder. But, I mean, a lot of time, like, I don't know that I ever see any call if it's within 5 yards. Right. If it's legal, I said, I'd love to see Burrow put this on Chase's back. These two were inside position the whole time. No advantage was gained once Chase broke inside. And then somebody's first thought is, come on, man, this is pathetic. I can't ask a damn question. I literally said other people weigh in. So if
you're asking if they think it's pass interference or not, just ask a question. Cap, you're pathetic for asking a question. Don't ever ask a question, Cap.
Twitter made me change how I post things in game. If you all think about how I post, when you see it, you'll know it. If you've seen it before, you'll notice. If you go back and look, you'll see it. I no longer say that was a BS call, blah, 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 because I can't say it enough. We get the view of 158 row 2, seat 1 and 2. That's our view. We can't change it. Well, we could, but we have to sit in the other seats, and we've never sat in the other seats we have. I'm not going to leave all my seats unsold and just move around depending on where the team is. Like, oh, shit, they're moving down the field. I got to run. You know how sweaty I would be? That would be hilarious, though.
That would see the orange hat just bopping around as he's running. Hold on, I'm coming, guys.
Benny Hill music, Caps is running all around the stadium. Anyway, that was not a bad.
It would be like, where's Waldo? Where's Cap? He's all over the stadium.
So that's all I get, and then people are like, "Oh my God, how could you think that? Oh, it was obviously LOL crying emoji." I'm like, guys, it looked that way to me. The whole 158's booing. I'm not the only one, but I'm the only dumbass that posted it, so I'm on the hook for everyone else.
This is what I tell you. I told you last night. I'm staying off Twitter. We were dropping my daughter's car off, and I was going to drown my sorrow on ice cream. That's what I did last night. I was staying off of it.
It's crazy. So now I'm like,
for the most part, anyway. I'm
like, hey, Twitter, how did that look? You can just hear the desperation, and like I'm a whip puppet. Like, what do you guys think of this play? Because other people are angry. Like, thanks, guys. But it's the only way to make sure that I don't have 8 million. And then the worst people are the ones that go back like a day later. Oh, that what? Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Like, I've been told this a million times at this point. You're beating a little dead horse.
Look, that person is way more important to tell you you're wrong than the 25 other people that told you you're wrong, okay? Just to let you know.
Oh.
Tony said, so is the Philadelphia game Paycor whiteout?
Yes.
Is it? Okay, I'm not sure if it was or not.
It is a whiteout, which I'm tapping my white hat, but also these Kettering, Kettering and the Cancer Ribbon colors. Cincy is live on the website, thecincyhat.com. Go check them out. But yes, Philly is a whiteout.
Exactly.
Some Bengals fans want to blame Joe Burrow for the game. I know it happens. I feel like they might be trolls, and I don't mean to call out somebody for their valid opinion. Fine print, you're allowed to have whatever opinion you want, and it's not fair of me to disagree, but whatever. But the ones that I see, I think it feels like they're Ravens fans or Chiefs fans on other posts. Because I know people were mad about the interception, but everybody
that changed the game.
Defining.
Yes, yeah. It changed the whole momentum of the game. It did. It did. A bad throw, bad route.
I guarantee we win.
We win.
Probably on that drive.
Yeah, we probably go up. We're going up by worst case a field goal. I mean, he could have kicked it from there. We were that close. So I mean, that play changed the entire game. It did. And then Lamar Jackson goes down and fumbles the ball.
There were a couple of looks where I did not think he was going to see or go to where he went, and he went there for a big game and touchdown. I'm like, so
T Brookie's killing it. I like this. Any tweets during the game, you are to have immunity. We are all angered and not thinking logically. Yes, even if you're talking shit about how good your team is because they were winning by 2
good
scores.
Or bad.
Yeah.
See, and I'm used to I see winning. That people be jumping off cliffs and stuff like that. I have since stopped responding. People. If you look back at me when I joined 2017, I'm a different fan. Bengals fans on Twitter have made me a better fan because I'm not automatically blocking anybody because you said fire or bench whoever. I'm like, hey, everybody have your opinion. If it feels better to start cussing, whatever.
Well, so I gotta say, the funny thing is, I'll go to work. And this happens sometimes. I feel like I'll go to work, and then some of the guys get mad, and it sounds like they're blaming me. I'm like, I didn't fucking play the game. How did we lose? We didn't score. They scored more points than we did. We didn't stop
anybody.
People will
literally say, if you don't agree with this, you're part of the problem. I'm like, bro.
How? We have no control over what goes on down there.
I will say this though. I want to strangle this mic right now.
It's Ice's fault.
The people talking all this smack on Twitter and trying to talk about Bengals fans and laughing at Bengals fans and, oh, look at the dorks who dress up and blah, blah, blah. And I know a few of them don't go to games. They don't buy Bengals merchandise. They don't do anything to be part of. They're just trolling. Do you think, honestly, that the front office writes down all the Twitter tirades and then takes it back and they discuss it? You know what? Charles 31275678 says Zach is a piece of shit, so let's fire him, and we'll let Charles know. I'm not repeating those numbers. I forgot them already. Let's let him know first. Or do you think some of the fans around the stadium that are spending $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, if they have a concern and they write a professional letter to ownership about their concerns, they get enough of those letters? Do you think that makes them think about their strategy going forward? It's hypothetical. It's a ladder. They listen to people who write letters like that. They listen to their season ticket members. They take all that into consideration. They're actually an amazing family in that regard, because there are a lot of people you never get to talk to, and they'll talk to you. They'll respond. It's incredible. That's how you make change. Like, if you want change, people are accusing me of being part of the problem. You don't know who I've contacted about what.
Well, you are the coach.
I'm trying.
No, you are the
What?
coach. You are the coach behind Zach. So, I mean, come on. Everybody knows you're pulling the strings behind Zach.
It's crazy. Hey, Paul Painter, good luck on the potty.
This
Good
one
boy
here,
or good girl.
damn it. Who?
Oh, yeah. We're doing
Yes,
it again. Holmes. Yes.
Yeah. I don't
Chris
listen
Kenny
to him.
said that.
I didn't want to listen to him today. I did not. He probably. I don't doubt that he said that. I don't doubt it one bit. He said it.
Chris, someone very close and special to Chris Canty, whether it's wife, mother, sister, crush, said something about Joe Burrow, what Joe Burrow has in his gray joggers. And Chris Canty cannot get over it. It haunts him. He sleeps, lies awake at night. He can't get over it. That is unhinged.
Yeah, I don't. He's doing it because he's getting clicks. He's getting. They're calling him Mad Dog Canty. He's getting on First Take more because of these stupid comments. It's like,
oh wow,
that's
okay.
why he's doing it. He's getting more his name out there more for dumb shit. This is the exact same reason why I stopped listening to Skip Bayless. Now, Skip Bayless loves Joe Burrow. I still don't listen to him because I think he's an idiot. I was actually given, unfortunately, like a chance. I was trying to listen because I miss Mike and Mike in the morning. I loved Mike and Mike in the morning. I haven't been able to find a good morning show since. I was trying to give Unsportsmanlike a chance, but at this point, I just can't listen to just dumb shit. That's just dumb. You're 30 of 39 for 390 something yards. Yeah, it's Burrow's fault. You're right.
That's insane. Tony, I love the idea, but I am triggered by wearing the orange contacts during the opening day loss. So now I'm scared to death to wear.
You mean the orange condoms you
yeah,
put in your eye?
I still have the orange contact lenses, maybe for other purposes, but yeah, if I want to like middle of the night scare the wife, roll over, and I don't know. But
no, don't throw shit on Canty's lawn. No, don't do that.
But if his lawn is looking a little under the weather, we might fertilize it for him. Wouldn't it be great? A bunch of Bengals fans and Joe Burrow jerseys, everybody at one time. I'm thinking about the Me, Myself, and Irene when they
Why is it going sideways?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't understand. Jocko's in. Jocko's in for some. Yeah.
I think Katie lives in New York somewhere, so it's a bit of a drive for us.
Hey, it's fun. There's some fun stuff in New York. There was something I missed. Oh yeah, Keith. I think this is probably a comment higher up there. Oh yeah, how about the Hail Mary from Lamar and they catch it for yeah, a lot of just bad luck and trash. But I thought I didn't think about that.
He's got a point. No holds on it for 15 seconds.
Well, the first part, the fumble. Mm-hmm. Did anybody get tackled? Like, could we have gotten an extra how many yards at the end of that play? So I got to look at that because Yeah, there was a lot of drama with getting that ball, but I have
My boy coming from the top rope. My boy. He's back because he was depressed as hell yesterday, but he's back. 13-4 is not impossible. There you go, Chandler. I'm talking about, baby.
Hey, do you remember all the people scared shitless on our Super Bowl run?
Yeah.
Basically saying the rest of the schedule is too tough. We're not going to do this. I don't see that many wins, and then we won 10 in a row.
Mm-hmm. Look again. They can do it. Will they do it? I have no idea. The defense has got to get a little better. Just a little better. Make a couple of stops more here and there. That's it, people. I mean, it's a big if because they're not stopping anybody. But if they do that, you never know.
In the past, which I gotta look before. But in the past, if we thought, you know what, the defense, be a time travel, and defense is going to give up 31
He's
points
back.
this year.
Paul's back. Thanks. Welcome back, Paul.
Oh, nice. Thank you for the good show. It's not my show, but thank you.
Hey, Mondays is your show.
Jeff, for letting me on here. Okay, so the Patriots scored 16. The Chiefs scored 26.
Mm-hmm.
The Commanders almost said scored 38, and Ravens scored 41. Of course,
and all those are one-score losses. All of them are one-score losses.
Of course. I mean, the 10 week one, Burrow had a rough game. He did. The 25 week two, obviously a lot better. Then we get 33. Then we get 38. At this rate, what? 40, 41, 45?
Dude, we were on the way to put 41 on the board. And I'm getting so Cap. I was getting so excited. Like, holy shit! I'm like, Chandler, I'm gonna be right. We score here, we're gonna drop 40 on them, and then he throws the interception. Like, I was like, dang it! Why can't I have nice things?
The crazy thing is, if somebody would have told us, hey, your defense is going to give up 24 points a game, a lot of people would be bailing on the season, and we'd be 3-1.
So yes, somebody needs to tweet this out to Canty. Chandler's got it here. Burrow quarterback rating 77.3. Jackson 59.4. And
I hate QBR. I appreciate that stat. I hate Q. I don't like how ESPN does it.
Hey,
I'm not trying to.
It's a stat that they use.
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh yeah, and it's So what? Okay, so what I don't like about QBR is they really ding somebody for sacks. So if your offensive line is trash, and you can't avoid it, you are suddenly trash, and it sucks. Now that's more valid because I feel like the sacks that were had on both sides were just valid sacks. It happened, and they kind of evened out. So I think the QBR there is a perfect comparison between the two. But he beat him in passer rating. He beat him in PFF grade. He beat him in QBR.
Yards too,
again, Joe Burrow's better. Everybody knows that. Joe Burrow's a better quarterback. It just is.
I had a picture of this last night. Hold on. Let me see. Find this and put
Are you talking to yourself?
I am. I had a picture of this last night. I'm trying to find it. All right. So this is Joe Burrow. I got this from Channel 12. This is his this year. He's got 12 touchdowns, which is first. His rating is 113.6 rating, which is first. Completion percentage 72.2% rating. He's fifth. He's for over 1,370 yards passing this year. Let's see here. That's the same thing. So I mean Burrow is having an MVP type year. So
I'm gonna read Keith here, and don't laugh at me reading this, but am I the only one that despises how the analysts jizz all over themselves when Lamar completes a pass I could complete? The third caller and the touchdown to Bateman, they were up by 10 yards. They were. I can make those throws, and I'm 65 years old. I love using that button.
Me too.
I agree because when he had his best season throwing the ball, that's all I saw were wide open, and it was the offensive line, the dominance of the offensive line, and the insane running game that it caused problems. And obviously, with Lamar as a dual threat QB, you're going to have some guys that are a little bit more open than normal, and I saw that a lot. So he's making plays to guys with like nobody around him, and gaudy stats and great completion percentage. But just like yesterday, I don't remember him threading the needle on anything. In fact, I remember his wide receivers making some incredible plays, lifting some stuff off the dirt, diving for stuff that he threw inaccurately. So, yeah, I'm a little bit tired of that, too. They desperately want him to be something that he's not.
Jess. Hi, Cap. Can you please put your dinner order in before
I love that profile pic, though.
She's like, will you stop go upstairs and having so much fun with ice? I'm hungry.
All right. That's my cue, but I'm going to look at that photo. Like, she's so hot. See, and the other thing, people are like, "Well, how can you not be upset?" I was a little upset, but after the game, but I mean, my life is. I had a Ravens fan DM me, "Oh, just checking in, see how you're doing." I'm like, bro, I got money in my pocket, I got a hot wife, I'm doing pretty well. How about you? He didn't respond, so.
Yeah, I'm depressed. I was depressed, but dude, actually, I'm doing better now. Cap, brother, this is just you and me. This is 2 hours and 8 minutes so far. So, I think this is. I hope we've helped people. I mean, like I said,
it helps me.
It helps. It helped me.
And
so.
Everybody in chat, you helped me too. Even Mason starting out, like he was on everybody. You know what? It's good to talk it out, and I appreciate all of you for helping me do that. Love y'all. Even the ones who hate me, I love y'all.
Exactly. All right, Cap. Hey, I will see you next Monday, and we're hopefully we'll talk about a win. I'm not predicting shit anymore. I'm
not going there the rest of the year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
10 in a row is coming. See ya. And there I go. Say 10 in a row is coming. We'll see. All right, guys. So if you had fun watching me tonight, join me live tomorrow night at the Des Moines Lager House from 6 to 8. It's going to be me, Gabby Sorrentino, if I'm saying her last name right, from Fox 19. Joe Farson's going to be there. I think Neil's going to be there. We'll be discussing the Bengals, of course, Bearcats' upcoming game, and where do the Bengals go from here. Like I said, it starts from 6, goes to 8. Happy hour starts at 3, goes to 9. What that means is $5 draft, house wines, and well drinks, $2 off appetizers until 9 o'clock, people. So, happy hours from 3 to 9. Right there, that should make you want to come. Even if you don't want to listen to me. And between now and then, if you have not been at the Midwest Best Barbecue, I ask the same question every single day. Why the hell not? Get out there, tell Tim and Nicole I sent you. Get you some Dillinator wings, some CTB wings, some G-Funk. It's all delicious. Midwest Best Barbecue. Also, the show is brought to you by Meyer Windows and Doors. Check them out at www.meyercincinnati.com for all your window and door needs. Like I always say, I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in your house. And my West Side peeps, go check out Hail Mary's, your ticket to the game. Big ass TV screen, free parking, beer specials, food trucks. It's an awesome, awesome place. Check it out. And the Eagles game will be the next one. We'll be at the Mercedes-Benz of Fort Mitchell at Moreland Lager House for the pregame experience. Now, if you guys are looking for tickets, go to my social medias. It's on there somewhere. The Moreland Lager House, it's on there somewhere. You go to the website. It's on there somewhere. It says Mercedes-Benz of Fort Mitchell at Moreland Lager, the pregame experience. Tickets are only $75. If you go to the banks and you're hanging out in the banks, you're there 3 hours before the game, you're going to spend more than $75 on food and drink. I'm not good at math, but $75 is a pretty damn good deal. You get delicious Moine food. You get an open bar to the best words in the English language. You want mixed drinks, they'll make it. You want a beer, they'll make it. You want some of the delicious draft from Moreland Lager House, they'll get it for you. They had shrimp, they had cocktails, they got chicken wings. It's a good spread. I'm telling you, $75. I'm not saying you have to do it every single week. I know everybody can't afford it, but if you're coming down, it's worth it. Check it out. Again, Mercedes-Benz of Fort Mitchell at Moreland Lager House, the pregame experience. I recommend you come and say hi and hang out with me. Thanks for watching. I've been live streaming on ZTV, YouTube, Facebook, X, and Twitch. You can follow me on all those along Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. So I appreciate all you guys watching. 422, which is unfreaking believable. I wish all these live ones would count for me, but I'll get off it. So I had 12 people watching, but 422. I look, guys, I appreciate you guys. It's been a rough couple of days with the Bengals losing, and like I said, please keep my family. It's my wife's side of the family in your thoughts and prayers. They got it's a Cat 5 right now, people. It's Cat 5 hurricane. It's coming straight from Tampa Bay. So I'm trying to. I wish they'd leave. I wish they'd leave and start driving to Ohio because it ain't gonna be good. So keep my family and then everybody in Florida, your thoughts and prayers, and everybody in Asheville, because I know Kane, you reached out on YouTube and said Asheville's not doing so good. So everybody down in North Carolina, parts of South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, all of them down there, everybody keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And if you can help, donating money, donating food, donating water, anything you guys can do to help. Because right now they're not getting a whole lot of help, and we're about to get another damn hurricane. And this one's bigger than the last one. So keep my family in thoughts and prayers, keep Florida in thoughts and prayers, and if you guys can help, please do so. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow live at the Morning Logger House. Oh, and Wednesday, I got Graham Ashcraft coming on the show, so that'd be kind of cool too. That one's going to be an early one. That's going to be at 4 o'clock. So tomorrow at the Morning Logger House. Wednesday, Graham Ashcraft starts at 4 o'clock. Other than that, throw it up. That's just sports, baby. See ya!
They still gotta play us. Let's go, baby. Woo!
Hey, don't run that ball on the one Hubbard, showed you how that go down. Feeling like Santino, tell him we want all the smoke now. We ain't snooping that commercial, we don't put no smoke down. Plus we back and you can't hide, so it ain't nowhere safe to go now. And we always gon' turn up in that jungle every time. How we ain't gon' win when we loaded in with 9? Plus T just came in signed, so the city gon' be fine. Jamar say he open every time and he ain't never lied. Look at how we win at it, the size of the old line. Giving Burrow extra time should be a federal crime. Hey, we right back on that path again. Put the division back to the test, they won't pass again. Orlando and Trent Brown, that's the Tower Twins. Feel like we only getting better as we stacking wins.
And we stacking.
Giuseppe in for 6, that's a gritty again. AFC North battles getting gritty again. It's Yoshi second year, we just brought Burton in. Vaughn back to ring some bells, get the cracking again.